Draw's going to be done. I'm going to take a name out. Whoever that is chooses their swim and then pulls out the next name first. Burge.
Woo! Burge! What a boy!
I'll go 14. 14, mate, yeah.
That's where Nicky was last time.
Burge pulled the next one, mate.
He had a few fish, didn't he, last time?
Yeah, Nicky was in there last time, yeah.
This is softball. It looks like it as well.
It is Paul! Oh, no boy!
Yeah. 15.
Anything.
We won a net the other day, didn't we?
Oh, nice.
Ooh,
Dan
right.
Smith.
What we got left?
What we got left?
That's what I touch. I'm just thinking of you hell at the end.
Go 16. 16, yeah.
Yeah, come out first in the draw, pick peg, number 14. It's pretty central to the lake. We see 2 fish show just to the left of my swimming, peg 15. Paul's jumped in there next to me, but starting central of the lake, wind's not really hacking down this end. Last time we fished there, we noticed the fish was a lot on the back of the wind, so it's a starting vocal point to start there. See how it goes central of the lake. The wind's meant to be changing to a southwesterly tomorrow morning, so either end of the fish are going to be at, hopefully they're going to pass through the central areas, and that's where we're going to have some luck. So I come out second in the draw, first choice swim, seen a couple of fish show, feeling confident. Just got to get the rest of the gear from the motor up to there. We'll hopefully have a few.
Back down Berners all again, part 2, the social. 16 of us on. I sort of picked this peg again just the last time, come out third in the draw, so I sort of picked this just because of previous form. Last time I was cut the peg down that way, and a couple of lads had quite a few fish off this bank, so just got in here, nice big expanse of water to fish from. I know the wind tomorrow is changing, so the wind's going to be sort of pushing down this end, and hopefully have a few to report, well, first day, even during the night.
Now that everyone was settled in their swims, it was time for the lads to find some spots, and with most of the team having fished the venue before, this made it a little bit easier. Then it was time to get those rigs tied and those rods into the pond.
You join us back down at Berners fishery for the next DSD social. It's been nearly a year since we were here last. We've come slightly earlier this year, it's April now. The temperatures of the night are dropping into the minuses. We've got warm days up to sort of 8-10 degrees. The carp really haven't woken up yet, he's still fishing a little bit slow, although we have heard of captures, so we're confident for a few bites. We've done a watercraft draw when we arrived about 10 o'clock this morning. There's 16 of us on. Everyone is happy with their pegs, they're all set up, the rods are out, we're all fishing. So we look forward to seeing a few fish on the bank. Right, we're coming up to 24 hours in on the Berners social. We woke this morning to savage conditions. The wind and the rain smashing into this tyre bank. The whole morning, everyone's been locked up in their bivvies, doors down. It's finally given in for a little while, so everyone's out redoing their rods. We've seen a few fish show at range, probably around 40 wraps. I'm going to get these rods baited, I'm going to get them out on the spots, and then I'm going to run you through a few of the new products that we've got hitting the range. As promised earlier, I want to show you a few of the products that will be hitting our range soon. We've got bait floss, double slow sinking yellow corn, a bait drill with 6mm cork sticks, 5-in-1 multi-tool, and our long-awaited zig kits. But these are the three that I really want to talk to you about. First up, we've got the Stealth Fluoro. Now, this has been on test with our team for a long period, and the feedback that we've had from them has been nothing short of fantastic. So we're really happy to finally get this to market. It's going to be available in a £15 soft and a £20 stiff version. Next up, we've got the Meltdown PVA speed load system. Now, this is the first product that we're going to be bringing out in the Meltdown PVA range. This is a small version. The bag size is 60mm by 140. In the system, you get 25 bags, you get the speed tool and the collar. Up last, but by no means least, is our Propolis 𝘄𝗱𝗁. Now, those of you that follow our social media platforms will have seen this product being used by many of our team. 𝘄𝗱𝗁 is something that's very close to our hearts, and we want to be able to push this product as much as possible. So bringing it to market is a big achievement. Directions for use are on the bottle, but I'm going to run you through them anyway. You simply dry the wound off, add a bit of 𝘄𝗱𝗁, dose with a bit of water. That will create a waxy seal. That will enable the carp's healing process to kick in. All of these products will be available on our website in the very, very near future.
The rest of the afternoon passed without any action, but as the evening drew to a close, the wind started to pick up, and with that came the first of the action.
Right, well, this is by no means Berners' biggest fish, is it, let's be honest. But it's an absolute pearler. It's the first one of the session, so good to get off the mark. Caught on the new size 4 long shank curves we've got in test, and our stealth fluoro. So we'll get this one back and hopefully we can nick another one.
There wasn't any more action until the following morning. This time it was Fudge's rod that was away, and this one felt a little bit bigger than the stocky.
Right, first one of the trip for me. After about 48 hours, finally started seeing fish show in front of me. Redone the rods this morning. Left hand rod was away on a single. Caught a wide gape, size 4, big point, the stealth hook link. So yeah, slip this one back so we can have a few more.
But you came out third in the draw.
Yeah,
so
third out in the draw. I was previously last social, I was 2 down in sort of Pete's old swim now. And I just sort of thought, with more people on that tire bank this time round, I thought I'd just give myself a bit more room, move up a few more pegs so I didn't sort of get hemmed in a corner a bit. And Soundfish's pegged last time, and he had 2 out of it, sort of 22 wraps. And
right.
I sort of had a feel out there with the mark level when we got up here, and just wasn't any spots, wasn't any clear spots this time round. I don't know whether they're sort of polishing them off as yet, because last time I think it was in May.
Yeah,
May
we were
time.
here a month later, that's right, yeah.
So I don't think there's anything sort of those clear areas as yet, but it's always worth a go. I think these swims along here are always good zones to be in. There's one there just nutted straight out. See that one?
No, I was looking at you, mate.
Bloody hell, that nutted straight out of the water there.
But I mean, last time you was down in the corner swim, none of us were on the tie bank.
Yeah.
The wind was too bad, wasn't it? I
Yeah.
think a couple of lads tried setting up on there, but they had to move in the end. They couldn't stay there.
Gave up. I think that wind's sort of similar, probably a little bit less, but it's always the way up here in Berners, isn't it? It's where it's so open and so high up. That wind's crazy, isn't it?
That's right, mate. I mean, looking at things now, you've been with DSD well over a year.
Well over a year now, yeah.
We've asked you to step up, take over the TikTok, become a consultant with us. How have you been finding TikTok?
Great. Well, like I say, as long as the videos come in with TikTok, it's absolutely fine. Say we gained quite a few followers now, so it's going up slowly, which is nice. But yeah, as long as you get those videos coming, it's like I say, it's just one of those. You get live takes, spodding, fish can. I just see another one Bosch there again. But yeah, it's just it's like I say, as long as you get the right video, right content coming in, it's just like the views are just going crazy. I uploaded one just after France, I think, and that sort of hit 350k.
Yeah, that was within a couple of days. But I mean, since you've taken it over, you've been posting regularly.
Yeah,
four,
I normally
4 videos a day, roughly.
4 videos a day. I've worked out. Normally do 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening. It just seems to get those sort of followers slowly sort of creeping up, which is what we want. So
yeah, that's right, mate. As long as you can get the followers, get the videos in from the team.
Yeah.
They have been quite productive recently. Fair play to them.
Yeah, there's a lot of content coming in over the last sort of month. I think a lot of fish have been coming out between us all, which is good.
Yeah, that's right. It's definitely right, mate. And I think the further we get into spring, then the summer coming round.
Yeah, there should be a lot more content coming through.
It should make your life a little bit easier, mate. Getting those posts up. But yeah, what's your tactics for tonight, then, mate?
I'm thinking, obviously, after you lot are catching a few on the singles over that side. I've got one on a single at the moment, just towards a bit further out on my left. I've got 2 over.
You're telling me you're going to put one in my water down?
Yeah, I think so. I might have a bit of a poach, but no, I'll say I might stick on my baited area. I caught last time over bait, and I've been Berners now 2 or 3 times. And I've always caught over a bit of bait. So I'll probably leave 2 on the bait. And I'll chuck 1 on a single. Might chop and change in colour and sort of range, and just see if I can nick a bite.
Yeah.
And we just sort of see how we go into sort of the last night, really, and hopefully we can nick one.
I think other than myself and Chris, I believe everyone else has been putting a little bit of bait out.
Yeah, I think along this bank, Sam's been putting a bit of bait in. I think Paul's put a little bit in as well, but I haven't really seen much this side. They just seem to be a bit beyond us, sort of Carl's water. But so it just takes
2
that
on the
one
bait
bite.
spot, is it?
2 on the bait spot, and just 1 on the single. But I might change the right one, put it onto a single as well, fish off, even have 1 in the middle,
and then 1 off of it.
And then we just sort of see how we go from there, really. Hopefully nick a fish.
Mate. Hopefully I'll be back round either later on today or tomorrow.
Hope so, yeah.
We'll have
see how we get on.
It didn't take long to nick the next fish, but it was Sam that was into his first bite of the session. And with it feeling like it was a decent fish, every care was taken while playing it.
So now right in the corner. Good fish. That's it, right? Get it higher.
Back in it.
12.
Yes, in the back of
White Gape SP, size 6, on a Ronnie style, with a stealth hook link, cast a showing fish. It's the first one of the session, going 31.12, new PB as well. Happy days.
Dan was now into his second fish of the session, and this was definitely a bigger fish than the first one.
Oh, yes, mate.
Cracking 32-pound mirror from Berners. Caught on the same tactics as the last one. Roddy rig with the new stealth fluoro and long shank curve hooks that we've got on test at the moment. Let's get this one back and see if we can nick another one.
With the fish seemingly on the feed, this time Pete was away, and after a tough start to the session, the flurry of action was more than welcome.
First one of the session, just over 25 pound. I came off of my baited area and casted one solid bag onto the short end fish, one of our new products, meant down solid bag system. The 2 pieces of pop-up corn as a hook bait. That's it, bang, happy days. Right, we're here at Berners Hall doing a DSD social, 72 hours. I just had my first fish of a session, 25 pound, just over 25. Really nice mirror with a few decent scales on it. The method I was using is a method that I'm using quite often in my fishing, and it's a solid bag. We've got recently developed a new product. It's going to be added very soon into our range, which I've got here with me, and that's basically what I've used. Solid bag, cast it onto the showing fish, and that's the one that I already had tied earlier on, and this is our new product. It comes in a little tube with a loading tool and 25 bags inside. So I'll just talk you through how I tie in my bags, as everyone's a bit different. I'll just show you how I do my ones. So in the tube you've got your loading tool and a sleeve. So the sleeve goes over your loading tool, keeps it nice and secure. Compressed together. Get one of the bags out of the get one bag out. So that's our new bags. They are quite long, which makes them quite universal, I suppose. It depends how big or small you want to tie them, really. I prefer my one quite small, so what I do, I'll cut a bit off the top before I start doing anything else. Just about 15 mil. Just get that off. And you get your loading tool inside. Like so. Take the sleeve off. Make sure that the bag sits over that loading tool nicely. Don't want to be double folded over it. So there's a mark on it where it should be sitting at. So that's your bag. And I've got actually a rig that I've caught the fish on in here. So just simple PVA bag rig with a couple of grains of pop-up corn on the hair. So the way I like to tie my bags, I load in the hook and the hook bait first. With I want my bait being in one corner and the hook laying parallel, the hook shank laying parallel to the bottom of the bag. So there's very little chance that the hook point get marked with little pellets that goes in the bag. So once I've got this in, just put a little bit of pellet at the bottom, get that nice and tight at the bottom. Then I drop my lead in like so, and you can use that loading tool as a scoop. Just keep scooping and keep compacting. I like to use one of my hook sharpeners just to make sure it's proper compact. And I'm using little micro pellets as well, because you don't want loads of air trapped in the bags. So keep topping it up and keep compacting a bit more. You can see there's no empty spaces, the lead is fully covered. There's no empty air pockets, and that's what you want in your solid bag. So once you like once your bag is 3/4 full, you just basically twist the tool, lick the sides and poke it over like so. And the tools comes off. And then the last thing I do, I just fold the corners so it's more aerodynamic. For casting. And like I said, you can tie them slightly bigger. I cut the end off because I like my one kind of this sort of size. If you wish, they go further if they're a bit smaller as well. Fold the corners. And there you go, a little PVA bag that got me a fish.
So we're just heading into the final night now. Things have definitely slowed down this afternoon since Pete's fish. We've still got a couple of shows happening in front of myself and Chris, but nothing like it was. But we're still hopeful, and hopefully we can have something by the morning.
And the morning certainly didn't disappoint. Fudge was away again with his second fish of the session, but the question was, will he be able to get it into the net?
Right, happy days. Last boiler of Berners social. First hit is 28-pounder. Same tactic as the last one. Still hook link. And the other size 4 wide gate beat. Happy days, man.
So that brings us to a close our Berners all social. It's been a tough 72 hours with the conditions that we've had. But the lads have pulled through, they've worked hard for their bites, and head consultant Chris having the biggest at 34, and Sam with a new PB as well. If you want to have a look at the tackle that we're using to catch these fish, take a look on our website www.dsd-tackle.co.uk, or you can visit one of our stockists. We've got Stevenage Bait and Tackle and Willow Park Fishery. We hope you've enjoyed the video and we look forward to seeing you on the next one.